What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you a war recap video. It's a random match. It's really not a competitive one. Ain't Nobody versus Explode. However, I feel like I haven't done any justice to our Town Hall 10s lately. So I feel that this was a great war to showcase some of their 10 on 10 skills. Alright, so with this war, it was actually a pretty close breakdown. I mean, it wasn't horrible at all. There's still some attacks left. It don't matter. I mean, it don't matter. I might be doing this prematurely. I'll feel horrible if I do. If we miss another 11 on 11 3 or another 10 on 10 3, I'll make sure to include it in another video of some kind. But you know, work-life balance. I just want to get to the attacks. So here we're looking at CR7 for an 11 on 11 3. Using a bow Lalo, and forgive me, I actually have not seen this replay, so I saw this just when I was coming in, and I was like, oh yeah. Still some 10s uncleared, but I mean, it's mathematically, they're not going to catch us. So we said, go ahead and get that practice, 11 on 11 3. Although we don't, just in case in the no dip league, there's a competitor that can roster an 11 in the arranged war one of these weeks that they will possibly agree to it. It's good to have this experience because you don't always get these chances. So nice little straight up warden on ground, rage and jump for that. Use the ability to get one of the infernal towers. I'm more of a fan of an air warden, but at the end of the day, if you're getting one of the infernal towers, I'm sorry, he didn't even get one of the infernal towers. What the hell am I talking about? He got the, nearly 25% of the base on the top side. Looks like 1 air defense and 2 bows and the queen. It left 3 air defenses in both infernal towers, but he has a freeze for that, and he's going to overwhelm the last one here. That warden is still alive and doing work. He rages past the first infernal tower. Has a freeze for the back end because he doesn't have a heal. It's looking pretty wrecked. And he has a haste to zoom them over to get to that infernal tower. There it is. And they should push up to the left. There it is. Perfect. Nice job, man. Kept 1 loon for the cleanup ring and 5 minions for cleanup behind him. Again, well, I do want to just, you know, call out the elephant in the room. I'm not trying to say this is the hardest Town Hall 11 in the world, but I also don't want to take away from this 11 on 11 3. We're not in the invite, you know, level of league play, so I do think it's very relevant considering the what do you call it, division that we're in for the no dip league, and I do know that we've been applying for the CWL light, so. This is pretty nice. Really nice job, man. Go to ×2. Sexy. This is somebody's mini. This is somebody's account. I forget who it is, and I don't want to get it wrong, so I won't even take a guess and say a name and be wrong. I think it's Killer. Anyway. He also did pretty good on a dip right here. That's a 10, right? Oh my freaking god. What? 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 Yeah! I'm sorry. I couldn't help. I just, like, little things trigger. So another 11 11 3. Damn, CR7. These were scouted. I know that for a fact. That these were scouted ahead of time. They were already doubled when I woke up this morning. Again, great job by the Town Hall 9s. Wreck and Face. Setting up the stage for the Town Hall 10s. To get the simple double right away. Which allowed the Town Hall 11s to do some of this. Pretty impressive, man. 11 on 11 6-pack. That's sexy. It's so sexy. This one differently, though. With a queen walk, I want to say he probably has more bowlers in the CC. Maybe. I'm not really sure what's in the CC looking at his army comp. Maybe, I think he has more bowlers. Maybe a crap ton of bowlers, though. Oh, that's right. He's going to push a ring around the Rosie on this base. Yep, he has more bowlers in the CC. Good lord. I think you forgot 1 bowler. Could you use another bowler up there? Jesus. Looking at the ring, though, this is actually very, very smart. Check why this is so effective. Check out what he can get with this. as they ring around the rosy, 3-star and you're posy, na na na. But the Infernal Tower there, the ring doesn't actually come over that second layer wall, which allows him to basically go through this entire thing, and he uses the ability to deal with the splash damage and CC coming out of the baby dragon and things like that. I don't even think he needed it. I really don't think he needed to use the warden ability there. He probably could have kept it all the way around the bend here until he jumps in towards the Infernal Tower. But at that point, with all the bowlers he has remaining and the healers behind it, this is freaking funny, man. He has like this an immovable object going on. He's just juggernaut in this base, man. It's like, what is this? Like, is this called the NASCAR attack strategy? Where you just keep going in a circle? No? Leaving the jump for the very end. And look at this. Look at this. Who the hell was this? I gotta find. I think it's Killer. For some reason, I think it's Killer. But I'm going to find out for sure. I'll make sure that the proper person gets the recognition of this, of whose alternate account this is, and I'll put it in the description so we can do that guy solid. I'm not even done, folks. That's a 6-pack for 11 on 11, and I still have some 10 on 10 threes to show you. Damn! Take a bow, buddy. That is so pretty. Let's go down to number 4, Lidu. I like this one. Lidu, Lidu. This one was pretty close. I do like the plan of attack he had here. It's pretty nice. And I know it got close. I got scared for him. This was it's just my kid. What is she doing? It's my kid's being a weirdo, but it's my kid, so apple does not fall far from the tree. That's for sure. Wall breakers open down here. Keeps the golem in front of his BK and queen. Nice little funnel going on. So there's no reason for that queen to hug the wall and walk down the wall, getting the trash along that. Poison down for the CC. Rage down. Bowlers are going to be shortly out, but you know they did their job by that raged bounce that happened. So they got a lot of important targets that way. Queen ability is going to get the sweeper. And that'll be that. Unless she hugs down to the bottom. Oh, yeah. Should she get that Inferno? She could get the Inferno. Oh, yeah, son. Got the Inferno. I forgot about that one. Then he has a nice little L shape remaining right here. And for the most part, he's really not going to have to fight this sweeper, which is why I really like this. I failed absolutely hard this war. I was so sure of my plans with my 10 on 10 attempts. Both times my queen walked right away, and it was a queen walk Lalo, both attempts, and there was just simply no way to recover. It sucked. I had just had an awful queen walk day on my Town Hall 10, so I'm glad these guys are finishing out the 10 on 10 threes, cleaning up people's messes. This is so close. Look at that. Coming up here, he's got, if that Black Sam took the Hound, that would have been even better, but he's left with 2 loons up top and 2 haste. He does want that Hound to pop. I don't think it does. We'll go to ×2, nothing but cleanup. He doesn't have any cleanup behind him, and if there's any nitpick, that's it. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. I may have missed the minions on the back end. I do see 1 or 2, but there's no, you know, I know he had hoped for more cleanup troops on the back end, and then if that Hound popped, if that Black Sam aggroed onto the Hound rather than the Loon, we'd have so much more pups at the top part of the base, and he wouldn't be chasing the clock as much. This was very, very close. I know he was chasing the clock on this, but he ended up getting it down. It was nice. Super tight butthole moment for sure for Lidu, Lidu, Lidu. Going down to Vigorous, he also had a 6-pack 10 on 10. Done very differently. This was one of the bases that I failed on. I had a queen walk Lalo right here. She was supposed to walk and go get the whatever. It doesn't even matter. You guys can kind of just look at this base and be like, oh yeah, queen walk Lalo, no freaking problem. But it was a problem if he queen walks the wrong way. He's got a queen walk on the top. He's going to use a gobo for the second phase of his attack here. Nice funnel going on with some minions. That's something that I saw. Actually, I think I scouted this with my 9 with those minions the same way. So he picked up on that scout. And oh yeah, actually this is the walk entry I did with my 9 as well. When I hit it on a 10, I tried to walk from the bottom, getting the archer towers, queen, sweeper, and then air defense, and then walk to the left and get the other air defense, and then it's GG from there. Queen ended up walking to the right, and I didn't get, and it just, everything was wrong at that point. So yeah, he gets a really nice job right here. Queen walks all the way over. Rather than taking more than 2-point defense at once, because that Expo does 100 DPS, he kind of sends that golem ahead to take some of that pressure off of the damage going on the queen from the cannons, which hit harder than a truck as well at max Town Hall 10. Gets the Infernal Tower, and then with, again, with the ring around the rosy here. But this time he's got his queen up that walks the other way. Even if the queen walked on the bottom, never fights the sweeper, it actually would have been worse in a good way. It would have been complete overkill if the queen walked the other way and kept supporting his bowlers, walking around the bend here. I mean, you can just envision it. It's GG there. Instead, he still has the queen ability because of the smart decision that he sent his golem early to start tanking for a cannon before it aggroed and as 2-point defense onto his queen. Had he not have done that, he would not have his queen ability this late in the raid. In fact, he did so well with it, he swags the ability. So nice job, Vigorous, or David Howkip from Manipur, India. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's always fun to try. Nice job, man. Let's bounce out of here. We're going to see one more of his. There's the dip. Here's Vig. Yeah, these were the bases we saw, folks. You know, it is what it is. However, I'm just going to say it like this. You know, a lot of people will look at this base and be like, that's so easy. That's because they're so skilled and they're so conditioned to hit much harder 10s that I think not enough respect goes to the fact that it's still a 10-on-10 3. I know that the great Town Hall 10 hitters out there, you know, the people with the high hit rates at the end of the spectrum of the war scene, all day, every day will clear this. But we're talking handful of people out of thousands and thousands of people. So the people that can do that are really small. It's really small. We're just so accustomed to seeing it all harder bases all the time that we sometimes forget to give respect to the fact that it's still a 10-on-10 3. These are still level 3 Infernals. Those are still max or level 4 for Town Hall 10. Level 4 Expos. It's not an easy feat. You still have to execute pretty well. And so that's why I liked what these raids are and why I have no problem showing them. With the BK down there to clear away some trash, then beat through the wall, and then support this queen walk. No doubt he's going basically try to give an exit, if you will, for that queen, so she just beats through that wall and then continues on her merry way. And then once this air defense goes down, he then is left with 2 air defenses that he can lallow on. Takes a very hard angle for it, but he's counting on his royals to help support it. So he starts in the top end, and the reason why he does that is to get rid of some of the defensive buildings on the trash ring that pays dividends to the rest of the flow of the loons. So you can see right here, he has the wad of loons going directly across the base, bridging across Infernal Towers. Old meta, which is why you never want to do that when they're bridged across like that. So really smart that he started his Lalo from the top part. So that it pushes, so that when he did the rest of his loon deployment, it created a natural funnel for his loon deployment to go clear across the base like that. And then of course the healers changed over to the king, and once it got pretty close here, but once the archer tower locks onto the BK, the remaining pups that he had for cleanup were more than enough to get over that wall because the queen couldn't reach it and get that last hut. This was chasing the clock as well. Nice job, Vigorous. All right, let's bounce out of here. I think I have one more. Yeah, we do. Maybe 2. No, one more. Lieutenant Glenn. Oh, we'll bounce out of here. That one is in a Clash of Chivalry video. You're going to have to watch that one to see what happens there. Hope you guys enjoyed those raids. 10 on 10 6-packs and 11 on 11 6-packs. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.